Hi, good day. How are you doing? I know you're fine. All right, you're welcome to Trending Issues TV. So, in the last video, I said we are going to start addressing issues without wasting time because we have a lot of issues to attend to. So, we don't really need to waste time. All right, so I want to start by asking you a question. Are you a problem to the society or you are a solution? I know you're surprised. Why is this man asking us this question? Yes, I'm asking again. Are you a problem to the society or you're a solution? The truth of the matter is that a lot of people in the society don't know where they belong to. They don't know if they are problem or they are solution. Or should I say some people belong to the two? Right? I know some people are still confused about issue of being a problem or a solution. Some people like, where is this man going to again? I'm just confused. I don't understand what he's saying. All right, so let's go there. Let's address this issue. I want to ask you another question. Have you seen somebody that attended primary school, attended secondary school, attended university, served, that is NYC, came back and he can't find a good job for himself? Because it's expected that as soon as you pass out, you graduate, that is, you do a POP from NYC, go to the society, the next thing is to find a good job that will give you a decent income for you to take care of yourself and your family. But the reverse is the case. We have a situation where a lot of graduates go into the society and they cannot find job for themselves. It's very frustrating. How will you feel after suffering in school, running from one lecture hall to the other, and the end of the day you can't find job? And this set of people become very stranded in the society. They begin to cry to government. Government give us job, government give us job, and so on, right? It's not frustrating. It's very frustrating, isn't it? Do you belong to this group of people that I've just explained? All right, if you belong to this group of people I just explained, then you're a problem to the society. Hey, excuse me, I am not blaming anybody for being a problem in the society, because after all, it's not your fault. Okay, some of you, you were a problem without knowing that you're a problem, and you didn't even know how you became a problem to the society. So I am not blaming you for being a problem to the society at all. No, that is not the reason why I'm making the video, right? The purpose of this video is to provide a solution, isn't it? Okay, our people say that the first step of solving the problem is identifying that problem. So now that we have identified the problem, that you fall into the group of people that are considered to be a problem to the society because you cannot secure a good job for yourself, so you are depending on government, you are depending on people, and so on, isn't it? We have identified the problem, isn't it? So the next thing is to solve it, because the first step of solving the problem is identifying the problem. Because if you don't identify the problem, how can you solve it? It becomes very difficult. So feel free. I'm not blaming you that you are a problem to the society. No, that's not the reason why I am making this video. So we are going to address these issues together. We are going to provide a solution to your own problem, isn't it? But before we start talking about the solution, can we know how you became a problem to the society? Yes, we're going to talk about the solution. Definitely, that is the most important part, because if you identify a problem without bringing a solution, you have caused more problem for the person, right? So since we have identified together that you are a problem, why are you a problem? Because you graduated and you can't find a good job that will give you a decent income for you to take care of yourself and your family. And you know that when you are going to school, it is expected that you are being trained, you are being equipped with knowledge, so that when you go to the society, you use and the knowledge to solve the problem in the society, isn't it? But in Nigeria, we have a situation where you can't use the knowledge to solve the problem in the society, because the problem is beyond your own knowledge, which makes you now becomes a problem, isn't it? All right, so how did you become a problem to the society? It's just like I'm asking you, why is it that you can't find job? The first question, like, confusing. How did you become a problem to the society is somehow confusing, right? So let me ask, why is it that you can't find job? when you graduate from school is a very troubling issue. You have studied, you have graduated, why can't you find job? That is what we're going to address now. So before we provide a solution to the problem, let's know how you became a problem to the society. I know if I ask a lot of people today, why is it that it's very difficult for you to get a job after graduation in our country today? So many people say it's because they don't have any godfather to speak for them. Some person will say they don't have somebody in government, they don't have a politician, they don't have money to buy slot. Are you aware they sell slot? Yes, because they will say they don't have money to buy slot. Yeah, your thoughts are not far from the truth. Yes, but what if I tell you that there are minor factors that resulted to you being the problem in the society? It's not as if they are not there. Yes, they are very real. Your factors are valid. Yes, they are valid, but we have a major factor. So let's now consider your own thought to be minor factors, right? Okay, so what is this major factor? What if I tell you that your major problem is the Nigerian education system? That is the education system that you pass through. That is your major problem, right? I know somebody is asking me that what does Nigerian education system have to do with this? I thought they told us that education is the key. We just pass through the education. So how is the education how is it becoming a problem to us? I know that is just a question that is going through the mind of so many people. Yes, it's a valid question, very, very accurate question, but I'm going to address that, right? Okay, now let's take a quick review of the Nigerian education system. When you talk about the Nigerian education system, it is structured to be administrative in nature. Now, if you look at the Nigerian education system, it was structured to train you to work for people, right? Because at that point in time, the central government was in need of people to work for them. So there was need for that kind of education system. So the structure is administrative in nature. So the Nigerian education system is administrative in nature to train people to work for government and for companies that behave like government, right? Because there was need. So at that point in time, there was no issue with this education system. It was solving the problem in the society. So anybody that goes through this education system then becomes a problem solver, because you have the knowledge to work for government, to work for people. So you are top notch, so you are of high demand. That is why if you talk to our parents, they will tell you that then when they graduated, right from when they were in NYC, government agencies and companies go to NYC camp to shop for them, right? Go to look for them, so that as soon as you are finishing your service already, there are jobs that are waiting for you, not just jobs that are waiting for you. So this kind of education system was very okay at that point in time, and that actually shaped the mentality of our parents. I remember when I gained admission into the university, the pride of our parents then would be that we should graduate so that government will employ us. It is not their fault. That was what they made them to believe, that once you graduate, you go back and work for government, and that is how the education system was structured, right? So it became a pride to them that they have their children that are working for government, and they just feel that that is the apex of it. Once you get there, man, you have achieved everything you wanted to achieve in, like right till now, even in my community, and they still have that mentality, right? They have not moved to the reality that we are now. Do you understand? Because if you come to my place today, once you graduate, no matter what you're doing, no matter the millions they are earning, if you are not working for government, they don't consider you employed, because they just feel that it's only government that has the capacity to employ people and pay you good amount of money. Even if you are employed by the private, they all feel that you're suffering, right? So their mentality is being shaped by this education system. But as time went on, Nigeria grew beyond that kind of education system, because the population of Nigeria increased, and there was now competition among the available government jobs and the few companies jobs that we have. All right, so instead of government to build more companies, they relaxed, and even though they will build more companies, the population of the country grew very, very fast. So it went beyond that kind of education system. So the education system lost its capacity to solve the problem of unemployment in the society, but they keep on graduating students. They keep on graduating students. So when students pass through this education system and go to the society now, they find out that the jobs are not there, because the very few ones that are there, there's a lot of competition between the government agencies, between the godfathers. They are fighting to reserve for their families, because they know very well that the job opportunity are no longer enough. So they need to secure some few ones for their families. So you that don't have a godfather, you that don't have somebody to speak for you, what becomes your fate, right? They push you out to the society, and that is where you begin to run up and down, because you don't have anybody to speak for. Even though they conduct interview, you pass, because you don't have somebody to say that this is my candidate. They are going to remove your name and throw it out there on the street. So it became a big problem. So this was where this education system lost its capacity to solve the problem in the society. Instead of government to acknowledge the fact that this education system has no capacity to address the current issues in the society, they are shying away from the truth. But they shy away to a point that they could not shy away again, and they start promoting hard skills. They start telling graduates, go and learn skills, because your degree has no capacity to give you job. So you just need to go out there and learn something to add to your degree, so that you will secure your job. Do you know what that means? Anytime government is telling you that you go and learn the skill, I interpret it as government is just trying to pass a message that, look guys, this education system is outdated. That degree you're holding is outdated. It no longer has the capacity to give you jobs. But they don't just want to come out raw like that, because you're going to make it to sound one kind, right? So they are trying to just like paint it, you understand? But that is just and the simple truth. The education system is updated without them informing people, so that they will know their stand. So people continue to pass through this education system, and since it's updated, when you go to the society now, you already have knowledge that is updated, and because the knowledge is updated, you become a problem to the society. So that is how the education system made you to be a problem to the society without you knowing, because they make you believe that education is the key. So once you pass through the education, you go there, you're going to find a decent job to earn something for yourself and for someone else. But that is not the case now. And the funniest thing is that you can't do anything, you're stranded, because you were not equipped with skills-based education system. The skills-based education system is creative. Do you understand? It's very, very creative. So it makes you to create jobs and even employ people. It don't allow you to depend on the government. Do you understand? So the government made you to pass through this education system without knowing that you are going to become a problem to the society. The government has realized it. Instead of them to abolish this type of education system, they are shying away from the tree. Instead, they are struggling to combine the skill-based education system with that of the administrative system of education, and it's not working. That is just the simple truth. It's not working, because after you waste so much time going to school, coming out, somebody trying to tell you to go and learn buildings, somebody telling you to go and learn handwork, somebody telling you to just why didn't you start learning the handwork since? Do you understand? Why didn't you start saying, okay, for example, now after I graduated, I studied accounting and graduated, somebody's telling me to go and learn skills. I mean, the kind of skills I could lay my hand on is fashion or painting. Alright, so after spending almost like 20 years in school, where strike has become part of our academic system, I'm going back to now learn skills. One thing, your brain is choked. You will not you'll not be able to learn the way you're supposed to learn. You'll be struggling with that skills, right? You are still creating more problem, although it's better than doing nothing. Do you understand? The question is, why didn't you learn that painting right from time? That is the kind of system that government is supposed to adapt if they want to solve this problem of unemployment. If they don't want graduates to go to the society and become problem, Nigerian government should adapt skills-based education system, and it will address this problem on employment, because when when they go to the society, they are going to be creative, provide things for themselves and employ people. They will not depend on the government again. So in as much as that is a long solution to unemployment, we have other ways of addressing these issues, which will be contained in the next video. All right, so I believe by now you know why you are a problem to the society and how you became a problem to the society. Finally, at least there is hope. Before, you never knew that you were a problem to the society, but at least now you know, and you even know how you became a problem to the society. That means the solution is not far, right? All right, so if you enjoyed this video, I will advise you to subscribe. Just hit the subscription button, because we are going to address this problem now, because we have known what the problem is, we have known how you got there. So the next thing, we are going to provide a solution. So just subscribe so that you'll be notified when more videos are uploaded. See you in the next video. Right.